Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Om Agyantimirandasya Gyananjan Shalakaya Chakshuran Unmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. So today we will read the from the Trinath Apisunichena and the Prabhupada Lilamrita. So we will start with Trinath Apisunichena first. So we'll start from where the Samant Prabhu has left from yesterday. Krishna descends with his Dhamma. The paraphernalia for his merciful pastimes are his holy name, his Vigraha, deity form, his merciful incarnation, and his abode. In this Parapancha, in this material world, he descends with this Dhamma. He never comes alone. He descends here with his Dhamma, with his associates, all paraphernalia, and manifests his transcendental pastimes, Leelas here, and they are recorded in Shastras. Thus, he gives Shastras. Maya Mugdha Jiva, the conditioned soul, has forgotten Krishna completely, thinking himself to be the master, the doer, and the enjoyer in this world. However, Krishna is so merciful and our well wishing friend. Therefore, he gives the Veda Purana, wherein it is explained that the Jiva is not the enjoyer, but that Krishna is the only enjoyer. You are not the proprietor because Krishna is the only proprietor. There is nothing you can say belongs to you. It all belongs to him. That is his Kripa mercy. How does he teach you? How does he speak to you? How does he tell you that he is your protector, that he is your master, and that he is your deliverer? First, he communicates by giving Shastra, Vedic literature. Then he gives Guru, his dear devotee, Vaishnava Acharya, Tattva Acharya, who will teach you and will impart Tattva Jnana to you, which is the mercy of that Vaishnava. Krishna comes and manifests his Leela in the world when he returns to his abode. He leaves all his paraphernalia behind, his deity form, his name, and his Dhamma abode. Therefore, we have Vrindavan Dham, Mathura Dham, Mayapur Dham, Navdeepa Dham, Purushottama Dham, all these holy abodes, dhammas, in this material world. That is the Krishna mercy. He leaves his name, his Vigraha, deity form, Dhamma, His transcendental pastimes recorded in Shastras, his devotees, sadhu shastras, and paraphernalia for his service. Sadhus descend out of mercy. Srimad Bhagavatam states, Anugraha Grihacha Charanti Nunam Bhutani Bhavyani Janardhanasya. Out of mercy, the dear devotees of Janardhana, Krishna, are wandering this earth in order to deliver the Pamaras, the bewildered soul, by imparting Tattvajnana to them and showering them with mercy. If someone is very fortunate, Bhagyavan, Brahmananda, Brahmiti Kona, Bhagyavan Jiva, he will come and have sadhu sangha, association with sadhus. By associating with and receiving the mercy of sadhus, one can understand who is and what his constitutional position is. Then he understands that I am Krishna Dasa. Krishna is my eternal master. Krishna is the sole proprietor. Krishna is my protector. Krishna is my deliverer. Krishna is everything for me. There is nothing mine. Everything belongs to Krishna. My duty is to give enjoyment to Him, to please Him, and to give Him all pleasure, to give Him all enjoyment, to give Him all satisfaction. Once the Jiva can understand this, then there will be no question of enmity, no question of quarreling or battle, and no question of enviousness or intolerance. Why will there be enviousness or intolerance? Sadhu Sangha is needed. Therefore, Prabhupada Ji Maharaj has said, the fight between the demons and the demigod is perpetual. It cannot be stopped unless intelligent persons from both sides take to Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is the only solution. Only if the intelligent person, leaders of both parties will come, have sadhu sangha, receive the knowledge, tattvajnana, accept a bona fide guru, and understand their own constitutional position. Then it will be stopped. Our duty is to serve the Supreme Lord Krishna. Give him all enjoyment, all pleasure, and all happiness. Thereby, we will obtain everything: peace, prosperity, and happiness. Then there will be no more enmity. Without sadhu sangha, the bewildered, forgetful soul cannot understand this, and therefore Krishna performs his Kripa Leela, his merciful pastime here, and leaves his Sri Vigraha, his name, his Dhama, his Katha, nectarian pastime, his devotees, sadhu, sastras, and his paraphernalia behind for his service. This is the Krishna merciful pastime, Kripa Leela. Therefore, Jiva can understand nothing belongs to me. Krishna will give me what I deserve. He knows the best what, why my needs are. I don't know. Therefore, Bhakti Vinod Thakur sings, O Lord, I no longer do anything for my own enjoyment, happiness, and pleasure. Bhakti Vinoda bole, Tava Sukha sir. I will do everything for your enjoyment, your pleasure, and your happiness. Okay, now we can move to the Prabhupada Lilamrita, page number 285. Later, while meeting with various individuals, Prabhupada continued to express his displeasure, especially to Guru Dasa. He asked questions but was dissatisfied with the answers. He asked Guru Dasa to bring the financial records, and then he reprimanded him more. Finding a receipt for Guru Dasa's stay in an expensive hotel in Jaipur, Prabhupada made an issue of it. Guru Dasa became aloof. When Prabhupada finished talking with him, Guru Das returned to his room, staying there unless Srila Prabhupada called for him. Prabhupada began talking about changing the temple president in Vrindavan. He suggested Harikesha, Guru Das, and his wife, he said, could be in charge of the guest house, which was as yet only a hole in the ground. He called Guru Das again and asked what he thought of his managing the Vrindavan guest house, suggesting he go to the Jaipuriya guest house in Vrindavan for ideas about management. But Prabhupada, Guru Das said, they charge such a low rates at the Jaipuria guest house. I'm sure those rates must be subsidized. This is Mr. Jaipuria, is a Marwari businessman. Prabhupada replied, he is not losing money on the guest house. He is making money. That is the art of management that you have to learn by going there and seeing. But Guru Das felt too exhausted by the austerities of living and managing in India, where Prabhupada's attention and criticism were so demanding and intense, and where everything was so difficult. He and his wife began thinking of leaving Vrindavan. Prabhupada continued to pressure Surabhi, calling him at different times of the day. Why aren't these deities doors up? Prabhupada demanded. I am trying, Srila Prabhupada, Surabhi replied. There are so many things to do. Never mind, Prabhupada said. We have to get it done. These hired men are all cheating you. Don't let them cheat you. It is not easy for all these devotees to collect money. It is all Krishna's money and can only be used for Krishna projects. Protect that money and see it doesn't go in the hand of wrong people. I don't want to, I don't want the contractors to become rich men because of our projects. And I want marble on that building. Where is the marble? Where can I get marble? Surabhi asked. Why are you asking me these questions? Prabhupada shouted. You are the expert. I don't know. Use your intelligence. Ultimately, Prabhupada's anger with his disciples was incidental. The reaction due them for their foolishness. It was also a way of instructing them and testing them. But deeper was Prabhupada's transcendental impatience and frustration that his devotional service in, in Vrindavan was still not manifested. He wanted a wonderful temple for the glory of the Krishna conscious movement, a temple that would establish Krishna consciousness all over the world. It was an offering to his spiritual master, and he had promised it to Krishna. But still, it was not completed. As for Prabhupada's disciples, failure to do the job, Prabhupada had to take the burden and the agony of that failure. His disciples were his instruments in his service to Krishna. If the instruments didn't work properly, then he suffered. Just as when one's arm and legs fail to function, the whole body suffers. His disciples' failure to carry out his desires was his loss. In this way, he felt transcendental lamentation over their failure to open the Krishna Balram Mandir on Janmashtami Day. Prabhupada's disturbance, though transcendental, was nonetheless real. It was not feigned merely for instruction. Not could the devotees cheaply cheer up their spiritual master. For Prabhupada's disciple to properly assist him, they would have to understand his transcendental mood and serve him accordingly. Prabhupada wanted practical, down to earth service from his disciples. They should not expect to serve him sentimentally, but should work hard. Devotional service was dynamic. Prabhupada wanted his disciples to help him with his projects to serve his Guru Maharaj. Projects which, if successful, could save the world from misery. Getting concrete was a big problem. Guru Surabhi Gunar Rava, Surabhi Gunar Rava, Tejas, and others were always meditating and striving how to get cement. Yes, yet it seemed no cement was available in the whole of India. As month after month, they waited for government permission. Daily since Prabhupada's arrival for the so-called temple opening, the devotees had been traveling by bus and rickshaw to Mathura to see if cement, even a few bags, was available. Sometimes they were cheated. One shipment of 20 bags had been cut with other materials, and when they used it in the casting a column, it remained soft for 4 days and finally crumbled. When at last enough cement arrived to complete the work, the devotees felt sure It had happened only because of Srila Prabhupada's presence. Prabhupada had Gunnar count every bag of cement as it is arrived. From 8 in the morning until 9:30 at night, the shipment kept coming on trucks, each truck with 4 coolies to carry the heavy bags on their backs into the storage shed. Gunnar stood outside all day with pad and pen, making the receipt of each bag. Srila Prabhupada came out of the house several times and watched gravely. In the evening, when they were finished, he called Gunnar in. So, how many bags? Prabhupada asked. And Gunnar gave the exact figure. Everything is locked away? Prabhupada asked. Yes, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada talked about the cement as if talking about a shipment of gold. Okay, I think 6 a.m. So we'll stop here. Vancha kalpratyubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayavcha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. We can continue chanting till 7 a.m. Thank you, devotees. Hare Krishna.